searching for Alright, hey family. welcome to my page, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Princess Makeda in the building. Hi Bracelets by Flip, how you doing? I'm here chilling today. I want to do some readings for you guys. So if y'all are interested in general messages, if you guys are interested in any readings for today, y'all let me know and I'll be doing some live readings for you guys. I also just kind of want to come on here and talk and chill with you guys, you know, just kind of vibe. So we'll just see what this live turns into. Is anybody else in the comments interested in readings? Let me know. If so, I'm gonna go ahead and start pinning up the Cash App and the PayPal information for y'all to send the payments, and then we're gonna get started on the readings because I do want to do some more readings for you guys. But I also just kind of want to talk and express myself, you know. I really want to make some content as well too, so there's some things that's been on my mind and I'm thinking about talking about it. She says sing it. Hey, I'm probably gonna do some more singing as well too. But yeah, so I want this to be more of an informative live at this moment. Let me know. There's 4 people here. Is anybody on this live interested in a reading of any sort, whether it be just messages from your ancestors, whether it be general, whether it be life purpose, whether it be angel numbers, let me know. But like I said, today I want it to be very more informative. So yeah, let's see what comes out today. Let's talk about the uploads. All right, we're gonna sing, get the vibes right. Can y'all send out this live? Let's get some people up in here. I'm going to go ahead and send out the live. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and send out some codes, some beautiful healing frequencies to you guys. So full joy. Send out this live. Let's get some people up in here so I can get started. I'm excited. Hold on, I'm gonna read the comments in a second. So everybody in the chat, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to send out this live so we can get more people in here. I want to do some live readings for people that are interested and talk about some things. Yeah. Okay. Greetings, beautiful. Hi, how are you doing, gifted butterfly? And greetings, Nancy. Hey, sister. How y'all doing? Hey, family. All right. So, anyway, let's talk about it. Let's get into the collective energy. Let's just get into some things. So, I was really sitting with myself last night, and a lot of things came into perspective for me about life, you know, just about this journey. And there's really so much more to existence than we really understand. And, one of the things that I'm really seeing more is that everything is truly connected. You know, everything is connected. Nothing is separated. And at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of cells existing in a bigger unit. Quote, a video I was watching from Rokaya, and they were talking about dolphins and whales. And this dude was telepathically in tune with the whale, and the whale literally told him that there's no such thing as a singular mermaid. There's no such thing as a singular whale or a singular dolphin. We're all just cells existing within a bigger unit. You know, we're all just cells that create and compose, pretty much make up a bigger unit. And I'm like, facts. That's literally life. That's literally existence. And we are literally 1/12 of a soul. Like our soul projected itself into 12 different forms, 12 different consciousness forms, you know, which are 12 different versions of us, you know, which exists in each dimension, in each time matrix, right? We exist in each and every time matrix, you know. Yeah, so even then it's like our soul is a collective consciousness, you know. Our soul is all of you combined, you know. I'm really feeling guided to really work more on tapping into the parallel versions. I do remember a point in time when I was tapping in with my parallel versions of myself a lot, and that's when I was doing a lot of my drawings and my sigils. Yeah, I was literally interacting and tapping in with, you know, versions of me, like alternate versions of me existing in different timelines. So yeah, and that really helped me to expand in different ways, because I was able to merge with myself and to communicate with myself. And y'all, no cap, I was literally interacting with my future consciousness. I was receiving futuristic information. Like, I'm talking about, like, you feel me? So I just think that is so amazing. Like, I feel like in this journey, I know instead of us calling on different beings to help work with us and do different things, which is always good to bond with different beings and stuff like that, you know, but there's a lot of energies and entities out here. There's a lot of spirits that do not have our highest and greatest intentions, but they are a lot of them that do. So it's more so of using the discernment and knowing when and when not to interact. It's also more so like, I feel like your ancestors is one of the most important people is one of the most important aspects of self. Well, I wouldn't say aspects of self, even though they are aspects of self. I would just say your ancestors, they are your family, you know, they're your family, and I feel like they should be your first go-to outside of yourself, you feel me, when it comes to anything, you know. You should go to your ancestors for anything, because they're there to help guide you and to protect you, you know. That's your lineage, you know. At the end of the day, that's you are your ancestors. And so technically your ancestors aren't outside of yourself in any type of way, you know. You're one with your ancestors and your ancestors are one with you. But if you do like reach out with different spirits and ask for assistance on different things, I definitely recommend talking to your spirit team, talking to your ancestors, and things of that sort. That's going to be really good for helping you guys to receive the clarity and confirmation. And you also want to make sure that you're affirming and confirming that pretty much you are calling in the benevolent ancestors and spirit guides, the spirits that have the highest and greatest intentions towards you, you know. So yeah, that's something that you definitely want to affirm. Hey, greetings to everyone joining. Rod Watson, hey sis, how you doing, love? It's Tieta. So yeah, that's what I have for that, you know. I definitely feel like everything is connected in different ways, but my point of even saying all of that is like, we definitely need to start reconnecting with ourselves more, like, you know, instead of wanting to connect and reach out to different beings in the spiritual realm, reach out to yourself, reach out to you. Like, there's different versions of you out here, futuristic consciousness, you know, future versions of yourself. There's alternate versions of yourself, and there's so many different yous that are existing. And I feel like if you want to understand anything about your perception and the way that you're seeing life, I feel like it's important that you sit with yourself, you know. And yeah, whether that be calling in yourself from a future time period or a past time period and integrating with that version, well, not necessarily integrated because you're already integrated with yourself, but taking the time to come into alignment, merge with that consciousness, because that consciousness is you know. Take time to connect with that and synchronize with that, you know, become one again, like work on establishing a deeper connection, you know, expanding the connection that you already have, because your connection was always there. So it's more of expanding the connection. Like I feel like that's like a major piece, you know. I feel like that's a major piece, and I feel like it's very important that we pay attention to that, because like we exist everywhere and we have so much potential, you know. We have so much potential, and when we start to realize that everything is happening now, past, present, future, it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey, what you've been going through physically, like everything is always connected, you know. So where you're going to be, where you're at now, it's all happening in the present. So it's important to be present in this moment, because that's all that you really have. All right, that's all that you really have, literally. You You only have the present. If you want anything to work out in a certain way, you focus on the present. All right, you have the present. Be grateful for the present, and in the present, you want to tap in and affirm what you want, because it's all existing now. You can tap into it at any given moment, you know. And I'm even learning this myself. Like, I want you guys to know that I'm teaching myself as much as I'm on here, you know, just kind of sharing my opinion and expressing. Some of you guys may view it as me teaching you. You know, I just see myself expressing my point of view and my perspective on life in general. But yeah, take what resonates, you know. Take what resonates. But that's what I feel in that form. I'm about to pin the comment for everyone that's interested in readings on the live. So if any of you guys are interested in getting a reading, go ahead and send in your payment. I got 2 funnels. So when you send in the payment, I'll get an emailed receipt, and I would definitely, I'll get an email receipt, and then based off of that, you guys are going to be in line based off of who's sending the payments. So I'm just going to be talking and chilling for now until you guys, you know, send in the payments and let me know who's interested in the reading. All right, I'm on here. So if y'all want to do readings, I'm here for it. Okay, just let me know. Send in your payments. I can do numerology messages and any type of message that you guys are interested in. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay. Well. Okay, I just heard back from my client because I didn't hear back from her, so I'm just waiting. I'm gonna hop off here soon, but yeah, like, talk to yourself, you know, really connect with the multiversal different aspects of you, like, really understand how vast you are on multiple levels. Like, there's so much potential in what you can become. There's so much potential in what you, the potential that you hold is literally infinite and limitless. Like, there's endless possibilities to what you can accomplish. And although we are limited in this physical reality, in this physical state, which is why we're even here, because of the state of the environment that we're even in, we're here to help change that and shift that reality into something more beneficial. And I wouldn't even say more beneficial, but more balanced and more healing and more love. All right, it's all about listening to the vibrational frequency and raising the collective consciousness. You know, we are a collective consciousness, you know, so I'm a collective consciousness. There's multiple different versions and aspects of me because I'm a vast consciousness. My soul is vast, so I exist everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. That's what that saying is like representing to, also in a way, you know. I feel like your soul is your inner source. Your soul is your inner source. Like, when I see source, I'm seeing more so a bright, or where everything sources from. And yeah, I see my soul as that bright light, as that bright orb where everything sources from. And I feel like, yeah, my soul exists. I'm fragments. I'm a representation of myself in different forms. You know, I'm literally fragments of my soul. If that makes sense. Like, my soul is split into different fragments, and those different fragments are different aspects of myself, with what you would call different personalities, you know. Different aspects to you, or different spirits to your soul, as some would say. Some would say your soul has different spirits, and all that really is just your soul divided into consciousness, you know, into different versions of yourself. And you exist in different paradigms. You exist in different aspects of different time matrices. All right, so yeah, and there's different levels, you know, and I'm still learning about these things, but this is definitely what we're moving towards. Is definitely what it is. And I strongly feel like it's important that we know and we learn this information. Like, you know, I want to change, I want to grow. Like, I'm looking for a way to evolve. For me, I'm more so about, okay, like, how can I be of assistance to creation? How can I help to ascend? You know, how can I help others to ascend as well, myself? You know, yeah, like what's my purpose, what's my mission? And I know that, you know, and I'm still learning some. I thought I knew it to the fullness, but no, I'm getting to understand that it's an everlasting process. Like, you know, there's different phases and aspects to your journey and to your purpose, and it's important for you to be present and be patient with yourself throughout each phase, because things are going to drastically change. You might think that you're meant to be in this line of work or meant to be in this aspect, right, and meant to flow in this way, but really and truly the divine got a whole different plan, and that's going to change and switch. But change is growth and evolvement, and what I'm learning is never to get comfortable in the same energy for too long. Like, you know, it's okay to have everything that you desire and your manifestations coming through, but eventually there's going to be some change there. There's going to be a need for some growth. There's going to be a need for you to move, get rid of, make space, detach. You know, there's going to be a need for that. And it's like the comfort phase doesn't really last that long. People that are too comfortable are very stagnant. And what I noticed with nothing is really stagnant. Let's talk about that. So this is a huge realization that I had last night, right? And y'all, last night was crazy. I was sitting outside and I did not go to sleep until like 5:36 in the morning. I was up all night and I was just sitting outside for like a good 2-3 hours, you feel me? And y'all, so much stuff was coming into perspective. I was seeing all types of colors. I was seeing a lot of things through my vision. Like, my shit was active. I was seeing a whole bunch of shit. But y'all, some things really came into perspective for me. Sana Ra, what's up? What's up? Greetings. Faik Saim Ka. Love, 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 love. Sending my beautiful love to you. Ashok. Yes. Inakita suturo unutula inakitala suturo shinutara kitara inakita suturo unutukine inakatara inatatoto. Ishanakita satara inasatara hinukuturu suto. I know you don't affiliate with this English language, Sun Ra, so I'm gonna speak to you with the ancient codes, alright? So sending my love to you. Light language of activation codes of love and abundance and gratitude. I appreciate love, yeah. I appreciate everyone for joining. Y'all step aside, look at some people in here. But yeah, back into the realization, you guys. Back into the realization that I had last night, because it was just like, it was very interesting, and it was a game changer for me, because I start thinking back to Lucy. I start thinking about everything combining, everything being connected, right? And if y'all watch Lucy is my favorite movie of all time. So if you watch Lucy, baby, you know. But anyway, so in Lucy, at the end of the movie, pretty much she's like seeing and experiencing everything. She's like literally existing and experiencing the understanding of life within itself, of just existence, of just like everything. Like she said, chills. Yes, girl, I've been getting chills. I've been getting chills all day, y'all. I've been getting shivers and sensations all day. But y'all, the energy is great. But anyway, I just really wanted to come on here and express myself. But yeah, so back in Lucy, she started experiencing everything merging and everything coming into oneness. She started literally understanding life on the whole. She started understanding everything. She literally unlocked 100% of her brain's capacity. So it's like she was literally understanding consciousness like fully, like you literally. And the thing is, it's so infinite. You can't, you know? And so she explored and understood everything to its 100% fullest capacity. And what happened was she turned into nothing. Like, she disappeared, fam. Like, she was everywhere and nowhere at the same time, because she is a part of collective conscious. She is oneness. Watch you with Lucy, bro. Lucy breaks out everything. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's very, very symbolic. Fuck the part about her giving the damn flash drive to the scientists. Fuck that part, because she should never did that. But at the same time, I understand why they did that, and it was about more so the evolution. It was about the evolution of the human race. It was about the evolution of the consciousness, of the human collective consciousness. And the collective consciousness on the whole, you know, it's about evolvement of that. And so that information, she gave as much of that information as possible to them to help with their ascension, to help the ascending grow. She said, we got 1 billion years of life, and what have we done with it? You know, niggas were using 10% of their brain. But long story short, I got carried away because I love Lucy. But anyway, she said, getting the chills, girl. Yes. Have you looked into Kabbalah? I'm not gonna lie, I heard false teachings, okay? I tap into chakras and meridians and things of that sort. Like, I'm very, very in tune with chakras and energetic points and shifts and forms of reality, star systems, and, you know, I'm not really too in tune with astrology as it is known today, but I am very tapped into astrology in my own way. I'm very, like, intrigued and in tuned, and I have a lot of knowing and a lot of connections to just the way that everything aligned, you know. I feel like I have a pretty good understanding, and I'm still growing that and expanding that understanding when it comes to the way that life flows and the way that everything connects. Like, for instance, a rose represents the flow of life. It represents everything being connected to oneness, to divine source, you know. It represents multiple different petals connecting to that core, which is creating that rose. So what creates your soul is the multiple different fragments of you, vice versa. But yeah, so the Kabbalah, I know there's a lot of false teachings. There's been a lot of reprogramming going on down here. So I'm not really too interested in the books and certain things. I am interested, though, in Crystal's avatar. Y'all want to tap in with him, Ashiana Dean. I wanted to get more in tune with her teachings as well, too, because I resonate a lot with it. But that's the information that I strongly resonate with, and I feel like was brought here to help guide us through ascension. And that's where I'm more so interested in. You know, a lot of the Kabbalah teachings and even the flower of life, a lot of the symbols and a lot of the basic teachings of spirituality that we know here today have been fabricated and even have been tainted, you know. And even in hold on, what was that? Yeah, like in the teachings, a lot of things have been tainted. A lot of things have been switched around, changed. A lot of the teachings are false. You know, we have been misled. Like, you know, we don't really remember who we are, why we're here, like our purpose, and a lot of things are kind of blank for us, and we're just kind of living in a mystery, living in the unknown, not really understanding. And we want to learn. A lot of us, we want to grow, you know, and we strive for a deeper understanding of life and consciousness because we strive for evolvement. We are looking, and our soul, the fragment of our soul that we are, is literally urging us to evolve, you know, to move towards ascension, to ascend. All right, it's all about ascending, the ascending process. And so I feel like we search for a lot of information to help us understand more of our purpose in life, because we have that inner feeling, y'all. This shit is just flowing. We have that inner feeling and that inner knowing that, you know what, there's more to this. There's more to just getting up, going to school. Like, I cried and I was devastated as a child when they told me that. I was literally talking to my mom. I'm like, wait, so you mean to tell me we just born and we die? That's it? Like, you only get one life? The fuck? I'm like, that shit don't make no sense. I'm like, so who created us? And why would they only give us one chance at life? Like, what type of shit is that? It's like you exist, and imagine the devastation of not existing at all, not being to experience or feel, or, you know what I'm saying? Be conscious. Like, that shit was... Bro, I was hurt. I'm like, nigga, I just got here. You feel me? I know that there's something before this. I felt like there was more to it and things we just forgot. And that knowing was there, you know? That knowing was always there. But we always strive to understand what that knowing was. And the thing is, we have been misled because those memories and the remembrance of our true essence has been wiped and tainted with, and, you know, true say our memories and things like that has been lost. Well, not really lost. A lot of our stuff is dormant. I don't feel like anything is lost. I feel like it's deep within us, and it's just dormant. We just have to really sit still enough to tap into it. Because when you sit still enough, right, like when you take this time to become one, and when you take the time to really sit still and to synchronize yourself with the full oneness, you really start to feel and become more aware of everything that is happening with the all, you know, everything and nothing all at the same time, with all the different cells that make up that oneness. And yeah, I feel like that's where things transform. But yeah, like we forgot who we were, who we are, you know, we forgot. I'm still remembering, and it's like, I know that there's more. I know that there's so much more. And the memories are there. I see the flashes, you know, but there's just more, so we strive for that deeper understanding. And I'm saying all of this to say, this is all set up this way, the way that this is designed. We went through the coronation system. Our memories got fucked up, so we don't really remember much of who we are. And since we don't really remember much, and we're not really as in tune to our inner feelings and our inner guidance as we should, a lot of us are, but some of us are, but a lot of us aren't. You feel me? That's okay. We weren't able to discern and detect and understand a lot of the information that is being presented to us. So what I'm saying is, we have been presented with a lot of false knowledge, like religion. And I wouldn't even just say religion. and I wouldn't even say false knowledge, because all the knowledge isn't false, but a lot of it is more so tainted. It's tainted knowledge. Things have been taken out and put in and rewritten and things of that sort. And so what I'm saying is there's a lot of these teachings around us, especially from these books and these different sources that are providing us with this information about our history and our ancestry and the way our system operates, our meridian system and things of that sort. Some of it is true, but just know things are tainted and distorted. So there's a foundation, there's a base into it. Everything has some sort of truth into it. Everything's a piece of the puzzle. So don't just fully believe in one aspect or stick to one way of life. I feel like you should allow yourself to explore and to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because there's truth in everything. There's a little bit of truth in everything. The thing is, there's just a lot of lies surrounding it, and that truth has been tainted in many different ways, but the truth will always be there. And like they said, the truth will set you free, because if you know the truth, you'll be able to ascend and evolve. But we don't really remember it. And the thing is, like, our inner feeling, you will feel it. It will tell you, you'll be able to discern. But through the food, through the vaccine, through all the different, the music, our entire environment, the way that this is set up, it's designed so that we don't prosper, so that we don't flourish. It's designed that we are trapped within ourselves and within our own consciousness. That's how the entire grid system is literally designed. And I feel like it's very important for us to not really trust much of what's coming out here. Really use the discernment and go with the flow, because our heart will really always guide us to where we need to be at. We need to go with that. We need to allow ourselves to discern. Although we don't fully remember everything, the information is always there. It never left. We might not fully remember it and be fully aware of it, but trust me, there's a remembrance there. There is some sort of connection there. It never left. And if you just take the time to center and sit still for a little bit longer, just tune into it for a little bit, I'm telling you, it's going to unfold on a deeper level for you, because it's always been there. That information is going to activate. It's going to come forth. All right, you just gotta tap into it. You just gotta do a little bit of work. It needs to be sparked. And this is why I make these lives. This is why I do these videos. This is why we do these activations. This is why we do what we do. It's to create those sparks. It's to activate that essence, that remembrance. That's all that we need. If we got that little spark, that dormantness is gonna come online, and everything is going to unfold. But yeah, and I'm replying to the Kabbalah comment, and all I'm saying is, even with the Kabbalah, I'm not going to say I believe in it, or I'm not going to follow the teachings of the Kabbalah. I will look into it and I'll take what resonates with me. Some things I do agree with, some things I would say agree with, some things I do resonate with. Like I said, I love sigils and chakras and codes and colors, so you got me there. But however, the arrangements and the way that things are placed, I don't trust fully everything about it. I'm going to sit with it, take what resonates, and go within to piece the rest of the puzzle together, because I know there was some major stuff missing, distorted, and tantalized with when it comes to that teaching and that information. And the best way I can get the fullness out of it, the best way I could actually evolve and ascend and grow from that information is by understanding it for myself. So don't take my opinion on it, don't take anybody's opinion on it. I feel like you should go with what you feel, go with the flow of that essence, and just allow that to guide you. But like, I'm telling y'all, there's so much remembrance around us, there's so much guidance around us, there's so much love around us. Like, there's so much beautiful energy around us, we just gotta take the time to sit still and tap into it, like, literally. But everything is connected, everything is all one. But yeah, like I was saying, back to the Lucy, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to hop off here, because I do got a session, I got a client that I gotta send to you guys. But I just really wanted to come on here and talk and express myself. I really wanted to do some readings, but I also really just wanted to just express my wisdom, express what's been coming up to the forefront, express what I've been seeing. But yeah, I was talking about stagnant and slow energy. When you're too comfortable, you become stagnant. You become very stagnant. You become very still, but not in a good way. Stagnant to where it's like things completely stop. But what I've noticed is nothing is completely stopped. Like, nothing is completely still. That's the word. Nothing is completely still. Nothing is not moving. So although my phone looks like it's not moving, although you feel me, let's just use anything. Although this wall doesn't look like it's moving, you feel me, it is though. And a lot of things, you're moving so fast that they appear that they're not moving at all. So what if, and I know we live in the 3D physical reality, right? We're in this aspect of the time matrix here. We are existing in the third density of that time matrix. I definitely understand that, and I understand that this reality is very physical, so the molecular structure of everything is solid, right? And that's because things vibrate a lot slower here than they do, in other rooms. But what if all these solid things around us, like this cup and this bracelet and my jewelry and, even us, what if we're really what if the molecular structure, which is the cells, the membranes, the atoms, the energy that creates the structure of everything, the structure of an object or a person or a physical energy, a physical manifestation or physical embodiment, what if those components are moving so fast that it looks like it's not really moving at all? It's just clumped up together, bonding and moving, expanding, all in the same space at the same time. And to us it may look like solid and it's not moving, but it actually really is, and it's moving really fast. And then I was starting to think, like, nothing is truly still, because if something actually stopped, everything kind of stops in a way, and it doesn't exist. Nothing is still, because if it was completely still, it wouldn't exist. It would cease to exist. What creates life, or I feel like life is movement, life is energy, it's expansion, it's flow. So what creates that? Right? I'm just over here wondering off. But yeah, like, what creates that is energy, it's movement, that's what, like, if you want to succeed in your manifestation, if you want to succeed in your goal, you got to put in that work, you got to put in that movement, right? That goes for anything, is what I'm beginning to realize. If you're not moving, you're stagnant and you're still, and then you kind of cease to exist, because you're not, like, serving a purpose in a way, It's just more so like, yeah, that's why everything is moving, because everything is playing a part. Everything is doing its own job consistently, always. There's always a job to be done. The work is never ending, because life is continuously existing and expanding. That's why life never dies, because life is always moving. Life is always flourishing, right? If it stays still and it doesn't move at all, it would cease to exist, Yeah. And then there's things that have so much energy to where it can't hold that form, and it implodes, and it has to be recycled, or it has to go back to that nothingness, to that source, to that everything, to that energy, to just everything and nothing all at the same time. It has to go back to that, because it's too potent to hold a physical form. And I feel like that's where a lot of combustions come from, when they were saying people combusting and things like that. I feel like that comes from so much energy expanding within, so much of that energy coming to the forefront, that it actually explodes and implodes on itself, in a way. And a lot of times that happens if the energy is unstable. If the energy is unstable, it's not flowing in a aligned frequency. So more than likely it's interfering in running into each other, which is causing a disconnection and disturbance. It's just like anything. Think of a puzzle or a maze. Like, if something is blocked off, it creates it creates a difference in the energetic flow, in the energy flow. If you was to like, for instance, it's just okay for the roads, the streets. When you go on a plane and you look down, you will realize that everything is kind of like shaped like a grid, shaped like an actual electric grid panel. Right? And that's because we live on an electric earth grid panel, but they literally shaped, like, through the grass and through the buildings, through the roads. If you look at how society and reality is designed, they're built in grid systems. They're grid systems. And so a lot of the grids don't flow in sync. The grids don't align frequency. Grids are supposed to go infinitely in and out throughout each other. Energy flows infinitely out and within each other. It doesn't run in, it doesn't interfere, there's no disconnection, there's no blockage. It just flows infinitely and it never dies. But and all death is just that energy returning back to oneness. Death is just no form. And that's a key. That's what I'm beginning to realize. Death is just no form. That's all it is. It's just no form. Because if you're just solid, you're not holding a form in a way. It's yeah, but okay. So I forgot where I was going with this. Hold on, I got excited, but yeah. So I was talking about the energy circuits. Energy circuits infinitely flow in alignment with each other. They're supposed to flow in that frequency. So if it starts running into each other and things like that, it's disconnecting. And so it's starting to emit an off-balance frequency and interruption. The grid system, the way that they're built, the grid systems are built to emit disruption and corruption because those grids aren't naturally flowing in alignment with each other, you know. Those grids are designed to create blockages, to create interference, you know. So the lines are supposed to flow in sync with each other, but if this line's running into that line and they're not flowing into each other, then there's a blockage created. So just like any type of maze system, right? For instance, if you have, or like I said, the grid system, if you block off and let's use the road. I want to use something that's more than the road because some people may not understand this if they don't understand that we live in a grid. But I'm gonna probably do both perspectives before I hop off here. But yeah, so the understanding of, like, for instance, a road. When a road is blocked off, for instance, you're driving and a road's blocked off, what happens, right? That the pathway, the energy flow is disturbed, and so now you got to turn around and find another entrance or find another path that you could flow through, because there was a disruption, there was a blockage in the frequency grid, there was a blockage in the alignment. And so whenever, like, the roads are being blocked off, and that's how it goes energetically too. Like, you know, you're literally a living grid, you're a living pathway. And so if there's blockages in your body blocking off certain pathways, energy can't flow freely and divinely. It's flowing in a distorted pattern. It's flowing in a distorted state, which means that it's going to be emitting that distorted frequency. That's where chaos comes from. We live in the chaotic realm because we literally are living in grid and master grid systems that are disrupting the entire frequency. Like, literally, this is why we are doing what we are doing here now, to help. But yeah, like, I just want to say that everything matters. If a certain energy is blocked off, it is going to affect everything. It affects everything. We're all a piece of the puzzle, like, you feel me? So if a part of me falls, it affects my entire collective consciousness. Like, if the water flow is blocked off, it affects the entire body of water. Because everything is connected. Everything is connected. Every single thing is connected. Nothing is not disconnected. Like, we're all connected in some way. We're all one, you know? So, yeah, like, she said, love your knowledge. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But I'm going to get ready to hop off here because I got a client and I'm about to hop on there now. But, yeah, I'm just very excited. I'm really glad to put this live out there and to do this. Like, I'm very, very happy I was able to come on here and express myself and just kind of tap in, because I've been wanting to tap more into the unknown and just get back into my flow groove, you know, tapping into the uploads, just understanding life. I feel that's what it's all about. There's this inner me that is striving to learn more, striving to know more, wanting to change, wanting to grow, wanting to ascend, you know. I don't want to stay stuck in the same place for too long. I don't want to not change the way that I am. Like, no, I'm willing to grow and evolve. Like, that's what it's all about for me, and that's what it should be all about for everyone, in my opinion. But it's not. Well, that's not what it should be. Everything is the way it's supposed to be, and everything's happening for a reason. So, yeah, what should happen will happen, and is happening in its own form. And it's just more so us coming to peace with that. But, yeah, like, long story short, everything is connected. Everything is definitely connected. So go with the flow, you know. Tap into the all. Just tap into the fragments. You gotta ever since I was younger, ever since a couple years ago, I've always been feeling and getting this same this picture of everything is connected. Everything's a piece of the puzzle. Everything's a piece of the puzzle. Your shopping, they're all connected. Everything's a piece of the puzzle. Everything needs everything to operate. Like, there's no one without the other. And this is why no purpose is greater than somebody else's. This is why rank is not and shouldn't even be a thing. I feel like in the cosmos, there's really no such thing as ranks. Yes, there's energies, there's densities, you know, based off of contraction, different fragments and aspects of Earth. But there's, I mean, not even Earth, but existence. But I feel like nothing is more than the other. Nothing is worth more than the other. Nothing is stronger than the other. Everything is equal. Everything is divine. Everything serves a purpose. So trust that and know that. All right. But peace, love, and oneness, y'all. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna hop into my session with my client. I'll be on later on tonight to do some readings. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm just really excited. Why do I want to hop off? Everybody's trying to join. But my client's in here, so I'm going to hop off, you guys. Peace, love, and oneness. I love you guys. I really enjoyed this conversation. And tap into self. Like, I really hope that you enjoyed this live and that you really take use to this information. I'm going to watch this for myself. I'm going to have fun because I went off. I just love the flow state. Yeah, but I got to go. Bye. Yes, I got one for later. All right, thank you so much, Nancy. I appreciate love you. We'll be doing the readings later on tonight, so I'll see you in about an hour. Bye, y'all.